Hi, good morning. So it has been a couple days. I do not film on weekends, and because my family is home, and I just need to get back into it. I guess I need to finish this. So this was my 3 envelope. You know, the hardest part is to create this. Maybe not the hardest part, but the most boring part for sure. In my opinion. That's just me. Oh, and now the trash truck came. All right, I forget the measurements, so I will just double check what I was doing. It's 5. Okay, so I'm gonna do these at 5 as well. Those are the 2 envelope ones. And I do have one line here already, so this is good. And then I will need to create this 1/4 inch gap here. Yeah, and then I go from there. Let me just grab my squaring board. It has been a very stressful weekend, I must say. My poor doggo, he's 14 and a half years old. 14 and a half years, and he has stomach problems sometimes. You know, he needs to throw up. It hasn't been a problem in a little while, but I believe it was Saturday where, yeah, he always runs outside. He's a good boy. He runs outside when he feels nauseous. So I see him wanting to go outside, and I can tell that he is nauseous. So, you know, I hurry. I open the door and I kind of guide him out because he cannot walk very well anymore. Okay, let me do the gap first before I talk, because it's a 1/4 inch right here. And I guided him outside quickly, and then he threw up a little bit, and he threw up and he just collapsed. Oh my God. I thought I'm gonna get a heart attack. I swear to God. I thought I'm gonna get a heart attack. So I'm gonna do 1/4 inch gap right here. And then because the rest of it is 5, I'm gonna go 5 and do another square line. Yeah, however, he collapsed, and then he jerked, and then he was just still. I thought he was dead. By the time I ran over there, this 3 seconds or whatever, my whole life with him flashed in front of my eyes. It's terrible. It's terrible. I love him so much, and I'm having such a hard time when he's not feeling well. And that was just so sudden, and I thought he passed, really. And it was terrifying. What am I doing? Am I doing the right thing? I hope so. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So 5 from this score line, because I have a gap here already. I put this on 5 and I score right here. And then I'm just going to fold this one more time. Yeah, however, he's doing good now. So he collapsed. I think maybe it was just exhaustion because he threw up and he's so old. You know, I don't know, but I cleaned him up and I brought him to his bed, and he stayed there for 2 hours resting. And I was just, it was horrible. My therapist told me not to use words like horrible anymore, but there's no other, I cannot describe it in any other way, because that's what it was. Okay, however, he's better now. And of course, because I got so stressed out, my fiber acted up right the night after that. So I can barely move my fingers, my hands, my everything and anything. So I do the same thing here as well. I have one side that does have the gap already, and I'll put it on 5 and it's squared at 10. And I also got, I don't know, maybe this is from coffee dyeing. The last 2 weeks probably, I have been coffee dyeing CD envelopes and library cards, and those are the things when I coffee dye them, I use, there's a lot of coffee going on my left hand, let's say this way. Plus we had ants, so for weeks I have been spraying and cleaning and spraying and cleaning, and I spray with this hand, but I clean right away with my left hand, so I got a rash and it hurts. It burns like I have burned 3 on my fingers. I made an appointment today well, it's gonna be what, next week Friday, I think, with my dermatologist. I say my dermatologist, I haven't seen him in 3 years. All right, so here I'm gonna make a gap as well, 1/4 of an inch. You know, if it's not perfect, it's okay too. It's definitely not gonna be visible. It's gonna be good, I promise. I promise, even if you're not perfect, it's gonna be all right. Okay, so do the same thing here. Just need to fold it straight or somewhat straight. No, better fold it straight. Not somewhat straight. There are a lot of things where you can go somewhat straight, but once you create this, you should be as straight as you can be. Okay. Okay, so I have created my pieces right here. I think I'm done folding and squaring. Okay, it looks much more complicated than it is. You have your spine right here. It has like 3 gaps, and this one has 3 gaps, and then the 3 envelope one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 gaps, you know. And I know that here in the middle I went just the same way, and I have sewn it. You know, I flipped it, but that's fine. I'm just keeping it. All you can see is that this thing is a little bit folded, which is fine with me. Everything is good. Okay, so now what do? I need to connect them. And once you connect them, wherever you connect the things, so it's going to be 1 on top, 1 on the bottom, 2, 3, 2. 2 envelopes, 3 envelopes, 2 envelopes. And this is how it's going to be connected later. And this is going to be 1 whole spine. But whenever you connect it, you create a pocket in between. Well, my pocket is going to be... No. Yeah, pay attention that you have your bottoms on the bottoms. Yeah, one of my pockets, this is going to go on the inside, which is fine with me. And then the white part, no, the other black part. Okay. So this is my spine right here, plus my scoring line, right? I just folded it. And you see it's a little loose here, but it doesn't matter. All of this is going to be glued down to something, so we're good. Now, let's see. I need to create, wait. I think it's better this way. So wherever the last fold is, I'm going to just fold it this way. So this way I can see wherever my pocket will start. And then here, this is the second part of my pocket. Once again, double check that you have your bottoms on the bottoms when you glue. And since this is going to be a pocket, where's my glue? Right here. I need to glue 2 sides and the bottom. Let me square it once again a little bit, just so later on the journal is moving better and it's not stiff. Okay, so my pocket needs to be glued. And see, I'm putting glue on everything that I have sewn, so if it's going to be loose, I like to glue it a little better here. Does it make sense? So the pocket is not as deep, but still good. Okay, and here I'm not gluing the very bottom part. It doesn't matter to me. I think it looks better this way because there are all the holes. No, I'm lying. I'm just gluing here, but not in between the holes. That's what I was gluing. But I'm gluing it up. So the pocket is basically this. And now it should work and be straight if I just put this down on top. Straight. Let's see. Straight. Keep it straight. Keep it straight. And then I'm going to open it wherever the pocket is creating itself. And this is where I'm going to see if everything is straight and good and glued. This is the part that is right here. Okay. Okay. Everything looks good. So now the spine is bigger. And I should let it dry maybe for a moment there. I'm sorry, I'm just looking that I'm, that everything is pressed down. Okay, and I put one on top, and then I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. Double check where my bottom is. And I'm gonna lay it flat. This is our last score line here. So the last score line is gonna be the bottom of my pocket, and I'm gonna do the same thing once again. I'm gonna put glue on here, and I'll be generous because this is gonna be a pocket and it needs to hold. I'm using art glitter glue. You can use whatever you want that you know that it's gonna get stuck. With art glitter glue, you just need, you know, you cannot move too much afterwards. Once you have it down there, there is not much movement. And this one, I'm just gonna, you know, fold up this way, make sure that it's my last score line on the bottom here. All of my threads. And then I just need to make it straight. Okay, on the bottom, on the sides. And then I'm gonna open it. Where was it? Oh, where was it? There it is. Where was the pocket? No, that's not the pocket. It's right here. The pocket that I'm creating. I'm gonna find my pocket. Some of the threads went inside, but I'm just gonna take them out here. Okay. I'm gonna make sure that everything is glued where it belongs. With our glitter glue, it's good because it holds on right away. But it's also bad because you cannot move anymore. But I like that it grips on and stays on right away. So, okay. That should be it. That should be the book. Okay. This is the spine of the book. And it's still a little wet here, which is all right. And it's all good because this part is gonna go onto another piece of cardstock, and this part, and this part. I wish it wasn't, you know. I just didn't want to figure out how it's gonna go. I wish I would have done it the other way around, like flipped it and that would be on the inside. But it's not, and it's fine. Because it's gonna be good anyways. Okay. So I'm gonna let it dry here on the side just for a second. And I'm gonna grab my box that I'm gonna be using, and I would need to cut this box to size. Phew. Okay, I need to cut it to size, and I need to figure out my size for that. So I need this thing to lay flat. This should be my size sometime. Okay. So when you lay it flat, this is the size you need. Just add a little bit. I would add a little bit. But I think first things first, I'm going to cut it here and here to the size of my book. And I'm going to leave just a little bit there as well. I have my book here that I'm working on, my nature book. It's right here. It's made in a similar, very similar, if not the same way. And I left some here. I left some more on the outside. Like I folded this not too much, but don't pay attention to this. I don't want to confuse you. But however, you see, whenever I glued this down, so this is the very first part here. So whenever I glued this down, I left some, I think it's like 1/4 of an inch, and on top and on bottom as well. So I'm going to just leave a little bit. This one is, let's see, the book itself is 8.5. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut 8.5 high. How do I do that? I do not know because I cannot cut straight. We'll be fine. I'm just going to cut it this way. I don't know if my blade is gonna cut through all of these layers. Probably not. That will dry. Oh yeah, it will. So cut off this. So this is straight. And then I'm gonna go, what did I say? 8.5. You know what? Let me cut 9. So I have a quarter from each side. Is a quarter a good measurement? Let me measure this here. Maybe. I do not like this ruler for measurements. Let me measure this. Yeah, quarter would be a good size. So 8.5 plus, oh, a quarter from each side should be 9. Let me do this. 9. Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay, I have scissors. Just gonna snip this off. And I need to bring it up to my eyes. Otherwise, I'm definitely not gonna cut straight. Even if I bring it up to my eyes, I'm having a hard time cutting things straight. All right, so there is that. This should be the right size. And if not, I have a couple more boxes there. Okay, so this goes here and this goes here, and then it has a little bit of a overlap there. And then when I close it up and I have it a little higher, yep, I think we should be all right. Okay. Okay, now I need to lay this one flat like this. I'm trying to get it straight, but it's hard because the camera's right up there and I cannot see. Okay, I'm good. I double checked. So I'm gonna go just here. Or you can do this and then, you know, just here. Or you lay your ruler right on top and you measure how far it is. Where's my other ruler? I got one here. So I have 13 inches. So I need 13.5 inches. Yep, I need 13.5 inches from here. But I also marked. So let's see. We'll go by the mark first. Because I don't have 13.5 inches here. So it's a good thing that I did mark. Let's measure where the mark goes. I just want to double check, you know. I don't want to be making this twice. This is 12. Let's get another ruler. 13.5. Yes, perfect. I do not want to make another. Where did I make my mark? Oh, there. Oh, it's so hard to see. It's so hard to see. But it's okay. Moment. Are we straight? Are we straight? Okay, let's see if this fits or not. So this is all flat. And this fits perfect. Perfect. The only thing is, I think I'm gonna go from this side. Yeah. And then I'm gonna use tape. I bought tape. I saw Eva from Bohemian Crafting use, I don't know, what is it tape called? Sport tape, I think. And you can just, perfect. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. Now I need to figure out. This is 5, and then 1/4 of an inch I left there. So I just need to score the middle now. I'm gonna score. So it's 5, and we left 1/4 of an inch. So we need to start at 5 1/4, right? Yep. And then I'm just gonna score the spine every quarter of an inch. But it's easier if I do the 5 1/4 here at first too. 5 1/4. This will just make it more, more movable. And I go one in between here. It doesn't matter. It can be every 1/8 of an inch. You can do whatever you want to do. Okay, now I'm gonna try and fold all the scores. I need to work them, and this one was very close to the original one. Okay. Now just pre-fold all of them, move them, do something so you get a spine that is movable. Fold them, and I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna do it without you, but you get the drift here of what I'm doing. I'm just trying to fold every score line that I made. Let's see. I'll fold it this way, and then I'll fold it the other way. I just want it to be movable, and this I'm gonna do to each of them. I have a lot to go. All right, look at that. Now my spine is nice and moving around. And I'm gonna stick this in here and see if it's big enough too. Where does it start? It starts right here, and then it ends right there. And I think I'm just gonna go ahead and make 2 extra ones just in case. You know, I'm gonna make 2 extra ones. If I don't need them, it's fine, because everything is going to be covered up. But if I do need them, I'd rather have them here right away. I'm just going to fold it and move it. And then I need to get my tape. I ordered it a while ago, but I did not use it yet, so it's a good time to use it. I can't wait to use my papers. I have them all here. And because I printed them on freshly coffee dyed paper, it smells so good on the left side of me. And if you don't know, I'm making a winter journal. And this is, as you can see on the title, this is a designer team project for Amanda from Create with Scrimpingmommy. I will put the links down below. But it's so good. It's like having a coffee while crafting. Okay, I think now I'm done. And I'm going to go get my tape. Alrighty, I've never used this, so it's the first time for all of us. Let's move it a little more. Okay. I guess we'll just try it. It's like fabric tape, right? And I think I'm gonna move it this way so I can see. Alrighty, what am I doing? I'm doing it the wait for it. Am I gonna cover up everything? I really don't know. I really don't know which side to use for the inside and which side to use for the outside, because all of them are going to be covered up. So I think it really does not matter too much. I'll just make this my outside. But why? No, this is gonna be my outside now. That's it, done thinking. And I'm starting wider, like this. Whoop. Like I said, I've never done this before, so bear with me. And my hands are not good, but we can manage, right? And I will overlap it a little bit. It definitely is easy to rip, like to take off, I shall say. I don't know what the right word is. To get off the roll. Yeah, I'm gonna do this a little later. go. I got mine from Amazon. If I don't forget, I can link it. If I forget, you can ask me and I will double check. But I got mine from Amazon. It was, I think I got 4 rolls in one because that was the cheapest. And of course, I assumed that I'm going to be using it all the time. So I got more. Okay, so there you go. I'm going to just, I don't know, do I put these on the inside? Yeah, I can totally do that. Blop. I can totally move them on the inside. Oh, maybe not glue them on itself. Can I get it off? I do not know. I can also cut it off. I'm gluing myself to the tape, trying to get off this piece. Oh, it's coming off. Okay, give me a second here. Give me a second if I can find my mouse. All right, so it's super sticky. I just cut off the piece that glued to itself. Super sticky. That much I can tell. I cut off the piece and... Okay, so there it is. Oh, it feels nice. You know, there is this... I don't know what you call it. You know, the envelopes that don't rip, but there is also some special stuff for books that you could use. I forget the name right now, but it doesn't rip. I think this is a good alternative to that. But also, I did not use it on my other books, and they hold up just fine because you put stuff on top anyways, right? So I guess that's okay. I'm gonna just stress a little bit. I don't know how much of this is gonna be visible or not. So, you know, I'm definitely distressing a part of it. Just in case. Oh, you can distress it very well. I like it. You can just use it as decoration too. I like that. Definitely distress this part. All right, so there we go. And I wanted to put it around the corners as well. So let's do this. Let's do this. I will try to be somewhat straight here. And I need to pay attention because it's really sticky. Very sticky. Okay. Turn it around. There you go. All right. There's one corner. Okay. I'm closing this up. So I'm just gonna go around all of them, I guess. Here. I don't know if I should do on top of this. It's gotta be a double layer. But maybe that's not that bad. You know what? I'm gonna go just in the small part, I think. And then here on the outside, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I've changed my mind. I put it straight here. I think it's just cleaner. And the corners are more protected now because there's a double layer. And you know, this is all going to be decorated and glued on anyways. So there shouldn't be any problems. I just want it to stick properly, not come off anymore. And I'm also going to distress this part because we are making a grungy one. Ooh, I might even sew around it. Let's see. Oh, shoot. Okay, be careful when distressing so you don't take it off. And where does it go here? So I'm gonna be careful around the corners. So much more to go. I feel like my hands hurt so much already. Okay, we're almost done. I just need to go over this. And you know what? I think it would be easier to just go like this. Okay. Ooh, ooh, I like it. Okay. It just makes it all darker. Much better. Look, it looks so old already. I haven't even done anything yet. All right, are we good? Looks good. Okay, now what? Inside, outside, look, cover done. Let's go. Now, need to figure, oh, this is going to be the outside. I mean, something's going to go on there. But still. Oh, see? Didn't pay attention again. Pay attention to where it's glued on the tape so it doesn't come off. Okay, we're good. Or maybe not. Oh, look at this. It's not going to be visible anyways. Not too much, I think. Even though I'm going to just put some lace on it and call it a day. Okay, but I'm going to put some book pages on there just so this is all covered up. And how am I going to do that? Will I do it straight? Just trying to figure out if I'm going to do it straight or just I'm going to rip it. And those are still my bad book pages. Oops, what am I doing? So I'm going to be using those up. Because most of it is not going to be visible anyways. This is just like the first layer for here. And I'm not going to be tossing these. I will be making ruffles. Probably to give away in my store as a present. Because I don't need that many. Okay, so the whiter ones I'm going to be keeping for ruffles. These I'm going to toss. But the whiter ones, this I'm going to toss. Well, one I'm going to toss. The rest of it is going to go for ruffles right over here. Okay, so I just need enough to, like, you know, kind of cover up this. So I need two more. I'm going to prepare two more quickly. All right, done. Now I need to glue to sew, I think. Yeah, I'm going to sew on top too. So let me see, do I want to have them like different directions? Anything? I might, or I'll just do it like this because, oh, see? I'm covering up my spine. I don't want to cover up my spine like this, I think. I think I'm just gonna go, you know, maybe I shouldn't even have made that many. Okay, I'm just gonna go this way. So I don't cover up my spine. Because something else might go on there. And I really like the look of this. So I haven't decided yet how it's gonna be later. So I'm gonna keep it. I will give myself the possibility to do it later if I wanted to. All right, so this is it. Let me just trust. Oh guys, I sold my Grungy journal. I didn't even tell you. I'm so sad. You know, I should be excited because I sold a journal. You know, I didn't even post it for sale yet because, you know, I wanted to enjoy it for a couple of years first. I wanted to hoard it for a couple of years. But then I was asked for by a very nice lady, and, you know, she appreciated the work that went into it. And I sold it. I can't even show you anymore because it's all packaged up, waiting for tomorrow to be shipped off. By the time you watch the video, it's shipped off already. But, you know, for me today, it's not shipped off yet. I wanted to ship it today, but then, you know, they are closed. So I apologize for that. Because today is Monday and it's a holiday and I didn't know. Because everybody went to work. So apparently the holiday is just for the USPS. No, I'm pretty sure more people stayed home, but my husband and my daughter, they both went to work, so I didn't realize that it was a holiday. And for me, as a self-employed, there is no holidays anyways, and no weekends anymore, but I'm happy. So, however, I couldn't ship it today, but it's so sad. It's very exciting to know. Please don't misunderstand me, but I think you won't. Everybody who makes journals probably knows how I feel. It's very exciting that somebody appreciates it, and, you know, you are actually good enough, that you made something good enough for somebody to buy from you. It's amazing to me. But at the same time, super sad that I won't have it anymore, even though I don't use it, right? So yeah, that's how it is. Why didn't I rip this off first and then distress it? I don't know, nobody told me. That's the wrong way around. I will never be able to rip it this way. There you go. Yeah, so it's gonna go away. It's going to Canada. I've never been to Canada, but my journal will be. So, yeah. Thank you so much again if you're watching. I never know if people want to be named if they buy something, or, you know, I never know if they want to be named. Because I had this instance once. I always named people before. And then one time somebody said they don't want to. And that made me think, maybe people don't want to be named, you know, maybe, I don't know. I don't know, maybe they don't. So I don't name them anymore because I'm afraid. Okay, and now this part, I'm just gonna see, where do we have the best one? Right here. Oh, yeah, this is gonna take a while to do this journal, and I told Amanda, you know, I cannot I cannot be rushed, and I cannot do that work. You know that some people from the design team, they made, at least one person, did I see two people? I might have seen two people, but at least one person made an album like 2 days later, and I was just thinking, whoa, amazing. It is amazing to me that you are able to make, well, she didn't make an album, she made a journal. Where am I? No, a journal. What am I talking about? Albums. But it's amazing to me how people can do it that quick. You remember this one journal that I made in, I don't know, 16 days? 19 days? That was the fastest I've ever been. But also back then, I sat here all day long and I didn't go to sleep. I was in like a manic episode. I had a manic episode. I didn't go to sleep or nothing. Do I want it this way? Do I want it? Let me rip it here. I'm having a little bit of a hard time ripping stuff. Yeah, however, amazed by people like that who make journals really quick. Because, you know, I can't. I can try, and I'll give my best, but I cannot. I'm not that fast. But, you know, Amanda said it's okay, which I appreciate very much, because otherwise I could not do that. Well, I probably would, because I did you know, it was a commitment. So I would, but I probably wouldn't have that much fun because I would be stressed out. And this way I'm just having fun. And I'm loving it. And I'm enjoying it. Okay. Yeah, that's all you gotta see today because we're at 40 minutes. I can feel 40 minutes in my bones. I know when it's time to finish the video because I just feel it in my back and everywhere. Everything starts to hurt. And I know I'm done for now. I need at least a break. So what I'm gonna do, because I have glued it all on top now and it's all done, I'm just gonna go ahead and sew. Let me close my glue first, and I will show you real quick what I'm going to do. I'm gonna go to my sewing machine and I'm going to sew all around in a zigzag stitch. I did the same thing with this one and I loved it. You see, right there. And I might just sew it first and then distress it real dark. Yeah, so the edges are going to be all dark and whatever. Well, distress it real dark first. What do you think? But for that, I might need to refill. Is this vintage? No, this vintage photo. I think my vintage photo might be refilled already. Let's see. I'm gonna push. Oh yeah, look at that. So that's what I'm gonna do first. I'm gonna go ahead and make it really dark all around, and then I'm gonna go and stitch it in a zigzag stitch. And this is very juicy right now because I recently refilled it. And that's why it gets so dark. Love it. Don't you love it? I think it's amazing. You know, this part is going to be covered up. So I guess it will. If not, then there will still be time to distress it before. I don't know. I'm so bad with covers. I have no clue what it's going to be. I cannot decorate covers. I love making the inside of any journal, but not the cover of the same journal. I'm gonna put some glue wherever this is connected because it keeps coming off because it's glued to the same tape. So I'm gonna put some glue there and glue it down because I really wouldn't want it to come up sometime when it shouldn't be. So all the edges I should have done before I put my book page on, but of course we are always crafting backwards. Okay, I think that's dark enough. Okay, I'm gonna glue all the edges so this way, you know, I'm just do it if you didn't do it yet. So all the steps, just do it before you put your book page on and before you distress it, because once you put glue on it and it gets wet, the distress ink is going to change too. But since mine is grungy, it's fine. That's why I love making grungy stuff, because it's fine. Anything you do is fine. You make a mistake, it's fine. You rip something by accident, it's fine. You drip onto something by accident, it's fine. That's why I love it. There is no mistakes, you know. And for me, as a person who always thinks that they make so many mistakes, this is perfect. Do I need this on the inside? I'm going to do it on the inside as well. See, there is no book pages yet. Even though it holds on pretty tight, I'm going to put this security layer on there. And this one is not too much distressed. I'm going to distress it again. So this one is better. All right. I'm just going to finish that. And thank you so much for your time watching me for 45 minutes trying to create a cover. But, you know, I appreciate that. And I hope you got some tips and tricks. And, you know, especially I hope that it motivates you. Because I know how bad it is. I just came out of my mojo-free life. Or And it's bad. You know you want to craft, but you just don't know what to do, and you just have no mojo, and it sucks. So I hope you got something inspired. Go ahead, make a journal. Love it. Love it. All right. So thank you, Amanda, once again for giving me the opportunity to, use your digitals. And actually, Amanda gave me my mojo back. So there it is. Thank you so much. I hope you guys are crafting and healthy and happy. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.